Okay. Now today I'm going to share Ephesians chapter 2, verse 1 through 10. This is our last series in our mini, I was told, we have a mini series about new creation. So I choose Ephesians chapter 2 as my biblical verses for today's message. Let's see Ephesians chapter 2, verse 1 through 10. Can we read this together? As for you, you are dead in your transgressions and sins, in which you used to live when we follow the way of this world, and of the ruler of the kingdom of the air, the Spirit who is now at work in those who are disobedient. All of us also lived among them at one time, grasped for your flesh and follow its desires and thoughts, like the rest, were by nature deserving of worth. Let's stop right here. The Ephesians is a great city. This city is rich, and there's a lot of business and a lot of philosophers live in this city. This is a very, use our word, is an evil city. There's a lot of wrong teaching, wrong philosophy, and a lot of temples to worship other gods. So in this city, there's a church called Ephesians Church. This church established by Paul. And after Paul established this church, he took care of this church, spent a lot of energies on this church. So he wrote a letter to this church, Ephesian Church, to teach them basic Christian truths. In Ephesian Church, there's two kinds of people. One is we call it Gentile, like us. We are not. We have no any Hebrew background. We have no any tradition of God's teaching. So we are Gentile. Another part of the people in Ephesian Church is they convert from Jewish faith. So this church is new, and this church, a lot of people don't understand the basic Christian truth. So Paul wrote this letter to the church to tell them that how we experience God's truth and God's love and grace. So when we just read this verse, it's called as for you, you are died in transgressions and sins. Oh, okay. So it's right here. We are died in sins. In the sense of Hebrew, the sin is to disobey God in actions or in thoughts. Did you remember what happened in the Garden of Eden? How people commit sin? Actually, it's the Adam and Eve. They disobey God's teaching. God says, all the fruits you can eat, except what fruit? There's a tree, right, in a Garden of Eden. This tree is called knowledge of knowing good and bad. And God said, all fruit in this garden you can eat. but except that tree's food you cannot eat. If you eat, you're gonna die. So in Hebrew, in sense of Hebrew, the sin is to disobey God in actions or in thoughts. And in the sense of Greek, sin is to miss the mark. In ancient Roman or Greek, when the soldier, shot an arrow, so if they miss the target, it's called hamatir. In Greek, hamatir means miss the mark. In the Bible, the hamartia means what? You cannot meet the God's will and standards. So that's called sins. And I have my own explanation for the sins. In the sense of a Chinese sin, we call it 罪, right? Yeah. The 罪 has two parts. The first part is 4. The second part is faith is wrong. So I reinterpret this Chinese word is destroy all relationship with God, with others, with ourselves, and with nature. God created us and put us in a very wonderful environment. In the Bible, we call it the paradise or Garden of Eden. God put us in there. God wishes us to have a wonderful relationship with Him, with God, and with others, and with ourselves, and with nature. So God created Adam. And Adam has a very wonderful relationship with God. So God led him around in the garden and try to teach him and ask him to do some co-work with God. For example, manage the garden. So at that time, the people has a very good relationship with God. And God create a woman as a helper to Adam. And Adam loved his wife very much. And they have a very good relationship with others. And then God wishes us to have a wonderful relationship with ourselves. We know ourselves. We are created. We're not creator. We are creation. So we know our position in front of God. And also, God wishes us to have a wonderful relationship with nature. So at that time, we don't have to eat meat. We don't have to kill animals. We just eat the fruit and vegetable at that time. But what's wrong with the thing? So I reinterpret the Chinese word 罪. Yeah, we have 4 wrong things. 4 wrong things, and destroy the sins, destroy the relationship with God, and destroy the relationship with others, and destroy the relationship with ourselves, and destroy the relationship with nature. So in Chinese, the 罪, we have 4 wrong things. So in sense of Chinese, when the relationship was broken, we have no any resource of life. So I show a picture view. Yesterday or the day before yesterday, it's a Valentine's Day, right? Yeah, so we send some flowers, beautiful flowers, to our beloved one. And when we send the people the flower, it's beautiful, and it's fresh. But 10 days later, maybe 7 days later, what's going to happen? So from a beautiful to dry and die. Why? The flower was very beautiful and fresh because we cut them from the plants. That's called destroy the relationship. The sin destroy the relationship with God. We're supposed to be has a very good relationship with God. But when we cut the relationship and we have no source of life, just like the flower. The flower was fresh for a while. It's beautiful for a while. Physically, it's alive. Looks alive. But spiritually, when we cut the relationship with God, so the flower will become this situation. It's dry and die. We are created by God. The people created by God. And what's the source of the life? Is God. So when we commit sins, just like the flower cut from the plants, so we have no any resource to keep us alive. So we become dry and die. Because we have no relationship, good relationship with God. So we follow the ways of the world. Just like Paul says here. In which we used to live when we follow the ways of this world. So when we, our relationship was destroyed with God, so we're going to know any source of life. So we are dying. So we follow the ways of this world. We lost our righteousness and standards. And so we follow the ways of the world. What is the ways of the world? Everybody lies, and we lie. Everybody greedy, so we are greedy. Everybody say wrong things and do wrong things, and we follow the ways of this world. We have no standard of God. God wants us to be a good person. The good person obey God, obey your parents, obey your teachers. A good person tell truth always. Good person has self-control. The good person know what is wrong and what is right. But when we follow the ways of this world, we're totally confused with these things. Sometimes we don't know what is wrong, what is right, what we should do and what should not do. For example, I know a lot of story of young kids play game, internet game, iPhone, iPad. They play the game again and again. Some Some kids even didn't sleep, and play the game. We lost our self-control. We thought this is fun. Because the world tells us, just be yourself. If you feel good, just do it. We are alive in physically, but in spiritually, we don't know what should we do and what shouldn't we do. So we lost our righteousness and standards. So we follow the ways of this world. So we see something evil. We hear something evil. We speak something evil. We do something evil. We think about something evil. Like this. When we lost our righteousness and lost our standards, and the only way we can do is follow the ways of this world. So in internet, it's a temptation. So there's a lot of bad things in internet. But we traveled in the internet, so we see something evil. Yeah, we hear something evil. Do you know that some popular pop music? Yeah, when I was a seminarian, yeah, we have a professor just give us a lot of the pop music to see what's wrong in this music. So the young people are attracted by this kind of a pop music. Yeah, actually, in the pop music, if you write them word by word, write them down, it's very bad music for you. So we hear something evil, and we speak. We cannot control our tongues. We cannot control our hearts. So we do something wrong. And we think something evil. We cannot control ourselves because we follow the ways of this world. So again, I will say in Chinese, yeah, the sin, right, like this. Yeah, 2 parts, 4 wrong things. I just mentioned the sin destroyed the relationship, our relationship with God, with others, and with ourselves, and with nature. So Confucius says, how we, resolve this problem. So our, we have an ancient philosopher or a great teacher. Yeah, it's called Confucius. He suggests us, how can we be a good person? So he said, yeah, you take the. I know it's not everybody can read Chinese, right? But you can see the picture. Yeah, the Confucius gave us a suggestion. Yeah, don't see the evil. Yeah, don't hear the evil. Don't say something evil. Don't do something evil. Yeah, so this, yeah, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, do no evil. The Confucius gives us some suggestion. So this is a very interesting picture. Yeah, see this people cover his eyes, right? Yeah, this person cover his ear, and this person cover his mouth, and this person just stay there. See no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil, and do no evil. This Ephesians gives us some suggestion. How about think evil? Sometimes we can do some good things. For example, in the classroom, you know you shouldn't play iPad. But in your own bedroom, you may cover and play the game. Sometimes we can do something right. But the most important is how about think? God look at us not only through our actions. He look at and judge us through our heart. So somebody transfer this picture to this picture. Use some for monkey. Cover the mouth, cover the ear, cover the eyes, and do right thing. So sometimes we can control our actions. We can control sometimes we can. If somehow we can control, we didn't see wrong things, we didn't hear wrong things, we didn't speak wrong things, we don't do some wrong things, but we cannot control our thoughts. We cannot control our mind. Right here. To be good is an impossible mission. Apostle Paul says, "For I know that good itself does not dwell in me, that is in my sinful nature. For I have the desire to do what is good, but I cannot carry it out." Apostle Paul is very honest to himself. Apostle Paul is a great man, a wonderful co-worker with Jesus Christ. He carried the gospel to a lot of places, including Ephesians. But he is honest people. When he looked at himself in the bottom heart, he said so. For I have the desire to do what is good, but I cannot carry it out. I think it's all people's situation. We struggle a lot on this. Sometimes we try to obey our parents. We know our parents' teaching are right. It's right. But sometimes we just have no any desire. We have no any power to control our action. Yeah, we do something wrong and we hurt our parents. Sometimes we hurt our friends. Because we cannot control. Because I have the desire to do what is good. I believe everybody know what is right, what is wrong. But I cannot carry it out. Even Apostle Paul said so. So we can realize that this actually is our own situation. We cannot do something good we want to do. So what's that called? When the flower was cut off from the plant, we call the flower is that is dry. About battery. If the battery has no any power, we call the battery called what? Dead battery, right? So where the dead battery belong to? Trash, right? For example, we have to have a battery in this device, right? But the power have no any power. We have to change it and throw that away to a trash. So we are useless in front of God. In eye of God, we are useless. If God treats us by our own situation, we are useless. So when something useless, and we throw them away, what we call this? Trash? Dumb. Trash. We're useless. And God cannot use us like this. We know when you dump something into a trash can, it's gonna smell, right? It's gonna have a bad smell. And people don't like that. So Paul says, as for you, you are dead in your transgressions and sins. We are dead. We're useless. We're dry. Even physically, we're alive. But spiritually, we die. That's our situation. So we deserve what? We deserve to throw it away. That's our situation. We are trash. Because we are dead. Where is our hope? There's any hope there? Yeah, let's see this. Amazing grace. But because of His great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive. Made us alive with Christ, even when we are dead in transgressions. Yeah, can we read this sentence, these two words together? But because of His great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive with Christ, even when we are dead in transgressions. It is by grace you have been saved. That's our hope. That's a basic Christian truth for Ephesians church and for us. That's our hope. Because of His great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive with Christ, even when we are dead in transgression. It is by grace you have been saved. What's that called? That's called recycling, right? That's called recycling. We're trash. But God saved us back. That's called amazing grace. Everybody know how to sing Amazing